the oldest girl decided she wanted some camera time this morning. I was taking my son to school this morning, backing out of the driveway and heard a bang in the front end. So I know what it is. But we'll get this old girl out of the garage because I need a little bit more room to fish under the dash of the oldest girl. So we'll get her out of the garage and bring this one in. And boy, is she dirty. Woo. Been out in the rain. So I guess we'll get into kind of what she is a little bit. She's 1965, and I'm pretty 93.9% sure it's an original GT. It had the original disc brakes. It's got all the wiring harnesses for the fog lamps up front. All that's there. The other side, it's got the original GT badge. I'm pretty sure it's original. This one's a repop. It's got dual exhaust hangers through it. So it had dual exhaust originally. Some other things. It has deluxe interior. I've never got the lights back in it after this last restore. Had the pony interior. I switched out the front seats for the higher neck rest so you don't break your head off if you get rear-ended. I put 3-point harness for seat belts in. No, I drive it daily, everywhere we can fit. If we have too many people, I don't. But she is dirty, so I probably need to clean it out too. It's just like it's driven daily. Trash, leaves, everything. Very dirty. It was original, like I say, GT. Had a 289 4-barrel. But that was like the only options it had. But I have put a 5-speed in it to help out on the highway, which is fun. It's a lot nicer, but very low options. So again, I had 3-speed, unfortunately, which I still have the original 3-speed. I don't have the 289. Still got the original rear end in it. I have converted the drums that were in the rear to disc, so it's disc front and back. Little body mod I did. I shaved the drip rail on it, but I have all the original chrome for this. I just left it off because I painted it black. What else did it do? That's about it. But one of the coolest things I did, since it was such a low option, it didn't have power steering, which I'm kind of glad that I've heard that power steering on these was terrible. So what I did was put electric power steering on it. And that's the power steering motor right there. And this morning, it's actually so what it is, it's electric power steering out of a Toyota Prius. I ordered a Prius steering column from a junkyard, which still had the motor on it. Had it shipped here. You can kind of see that's the original steering shaft. I welded on a adapter that fits the motor. And then there's probably some adapters up here, but it looks stock here, but it's not. There's an adapter somewhere in there. Somehow I did it. I don't remember. It's been a few years since I've done it, which is probably one of the coolest things I've ever done to it. So the Toyota Prius, the Japanese cars, I guess when they don't have a computer, which this doesn't, so it's when you first turn it on, you got to wait 10 seconds because it's looking for the computer of the Toyota. It doesn't find it, so it goes into a fail-safe mode, which if I remember right, it was like it goes into like 50 or 75% power, so you can still drive places. American electric steering didn't used to do that, so everybody's putting these under these cars, and that 75% power that it puts out is like perfect for these manual steering cars. But I can show you. So what it is it's supposed to be tucked up under there, but I have a strap keeping it there, and that strap broke, that steel strap. So either I'm going to just replace it, which it's been there for years, which I thought I was good, but I guess over time, because this thing does torque, which I'll show you what it does. It was pretty violent this morning. It went bang, slammed up there. So I knew what it was, but I don't know what would happen if I think it would still work on the road, flopping around like that. It's just be either banging off the dash or one way or another. You wouldn't want to do it too far. But I'll show you what I mean here. So if I turn it on, I thought you would hear it click on. But anyway, so you can see it moving, which is left. It's okay because it's hitting the bottom, but when you turn right, which I was turning out of the driveway, I heard a bang. So if you don't keep the motor stationary, it wants to torque itself, or whatever you'd call that. But this is the first time I've ever had an issue with it. I think I did that like 3 years ago. And it's one of the best things I've ever done to this, because even with this little steering wheel, it's easy to turn this thing anywhere. It works great. I think there's internet plans out there. I think I followed some guy's instructions, but yeah, Toyota Prius. Who would have thought? But we're gonna get into that. I'm probably gonna clean this mess up for a bit, because I gotta get under there and either, like I say, replace the strap again with the same. I'll show you what I replaced it with. It probably wasn't the best, but there's a lot of stuff up there. It's like the wiper motor's right there too, all the wiring's there. But if I could figure out a steel bracket, that would be great. I don't think I can, so I may just put the same. I'm not sure if I have any more of that steel strap. I'll show you what, again, it's the same, what you probably think it is. That strap with all the holes in it, just stuck up in there, stuck to something hard. It might even be the windshield wiper motor. But replace that, or at least maybe put 2 of them, because, again, I don't know what would happen driving down the road when it's doing that. I don't really want to find out. Just lucky it did it in the driveway, I guess. And it lasted 3 years doing it. You get her cleaned up a little bit, because that's, ugh, I don't want to lay in that. So we're going to be up under there doing stuff. We are under here. I did some cable management, and by that I mean I crammed it up under the dash some more. Of course, this one stupid wire, Bluetooth wire, gotta have that. It's right in the way, but we'll work around it. That is, do you see this? Can you see that? That's the holy strap, which I'm sure there's a proper name for that. Like, don't use it in automotive purposes strap. But I did, because you can see that's the windshield wiper motor. That goes right against it. That's as much room as you got under here. But the strap was attached to this bolt on the other side of there. I think that's what it was. That one or that one. Anyway, let me see. I think it's right there. But it doesn't look like an impossible bend. I think it's just up under there and an attached, maybe to the pedal support, maybe. I'm not sure. But I think I can get that off there. I mean, that doesn't look too hard a shape to recreate. Now that I had if I can get that bend of the multi-purpose strap out of there without bending it up more, and then recreate that with a piece of metal. Whew, I don't know if I have that much skill or not. We'll probably just end up going to the store, because I don't have any more of that strap, putting a bunch of that attached to stuff and hold it together. I did notice there was a module under there. See it up under there? It's got some green writing on it. That is part of the Toyota electric steering. I guess it's electric steering module. It's when that phone doesn't find a computer, that it goes into a failsafe and allows this to work. But I'm pretty sure I just ran power to it and then to the front of the battery to the module, and then whatever wires were hooked into this motor. And that was it. And then splice it into your power or your steering shaft, which is a little scary, but it has worked. Just the improper use of the holy hardware strap gave out, and that's probably what we'll go back to. I'm gonna see if I can get that out of there. I'll try to see if you guys can hang in here with me. There's not much room. So I'm probably gonna go disconnect the battery real quick because I think the strap is hooked to whatever this little relay guy is. I don't want to short that out, trying to wrench something. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe a blinker or flashers? Not sure. I don't know. There's probably all kinds of bad wires under here anyway. Shouldn't be messing with the battery on. Well, I have no idea what you guys can see. I can't even see. I'm looking at it. Got that. Wow. That stayed up there, whatever that little doohickey is. And we got the strap successfully. I mean, look at that. I mean, that. What are we looking at? That should have lasted a lifetime. No, she broke. Need to get the piece off of the motor, don't we? Here's the problem. Broke right there. So, we need to recreate that. Either with one of these again, or with a piece of metal. I mean, we have the template. Can we do that? Can I do that? Probably not. But I have a template right here. That's it. That's the shape. I'll give it a try. Find some pieces of steel. Maybe I should just weld it together. Maybe. It's definitely stronger. Possibility, you know, your drain stopper thingy. Oh, there's some where it came from. So it's better than that. This is really weak. So this was good stuff. It didn't have all them holes. I don't know if you can buy better quality of that stuff or not. That's not long enough. Not long enough. Go look at the junk pile. See what we got. Junk. That would definitely hold up. But could I do it? That's gonna test my metal skills. Aluminum, but that won't work. I don't think. I don't know. It's a possibility. Let's take these two. Everything else is too heavy. That would last forever. That's too thick. Okay. Get up there. Would aluminum work? That's pretty close. Your old sink stopper. It's pretty strong. But once you punch holes in it, is it going to be strong enough? That's the bolt out of the electric motor. That's good, but this aluminum, man, it's so narrow. Quite a bit more narrow and punch a hole in it. I don't know. Weak tweaking it quite a bit. This will definitely work. Heck, it's already got a bend in it. Can I use that bend? We gotta tape this together. Pin that up a little bit. Pin that way. With a twist and a twist. Ooh, my. Probably gonna acquire the torch and heat. And do I even want to attempt it? I'm not feeling confident at all. I have plenty to try on, so it's not a big deal if I don't succeed. I just wish that was wider. This stuff actually like bends, but is that gonna torque too much? There's just stuff. It's not near as thick, but it's a little thicker than this. Go from terrible idea strap to your bathroom faucet stopper adjuster. It's fine. Can we do it with this? Let's just see. So this would be here. Let's go over to the Bender 4000. Crappy vise. Just crappy. Alright. Somewhat close. Need the twist. Harder. Twist. Just lean it back. And that looks exactly like it. Hard. Oh, well, it's close. Man. Is it long enough? Wouldn't that be something? Probably right on the hole. I have the same issue. No, it broke right here. Like to be before that. Man, it's perfect. It looks just like it. Church rust helps. Bathroom scum. And that hole is like almost it. I can't see anything with my arm, can you? I think the length would be good. Good. The hole. Cut that off. Get rid of that scuzzy part. Twist of some sort. Twist it the wrong way. And this is gonna work perfect. Okay.
Can you fix what Nolan did to the car?
Probably. You guys. We're making a new bracket
Oh my.
out of the sink stopper.
Sink stopper.
Mm-hmm.
Sink stopper.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right, drill a hole, shape that up after dinner. I'm sure it's gonna work fine. Back from chicken nuggets. While I was eating my chicken nuggets, I got a little concerned. This goes onto the motor, electric motor. Surely that thickness won't cause that to be too short, which probably will. We'll deal with that if it happens. And hopefully I don't have to go to Ace. Try to find one. But we're going to try to cut this and drill this. Double check. Seems good. Drill it first. Tough sink stopper. Don't want to go any bigger than I have to. Too small. A little sneak up on it. Okay, I'm sure that was too big. Perfect. We're stoling them all in one. Well, nobody will know it's a sink stopper. No. Can we pick you up nicely? Quick dry. Dry. Dryer. I'm sure that's how that's recommended. You read all that. Powder coated everything. This is nice. Dry. Okay. We'll let that cool down a little bit. And try to put her in. We'll have steering again. Let's see if it fits again. I have no idea what you guys can see. I can't see. I can barely see. Okay. Okay. I should have got my socket ready. Can I send it home through that little electronic Mustang thing, whatever it is? I'm looking cross-eyed through the camera. Weave your way through here. Weaving, weave. Listen, theory is the easy one. Why do you not stay on the socket? That's all I want to know. You just jump out of there real easy. All right, I'm gonna have to move you till I get that started. I think it's started. I think. I hope. How can I just tighten it like a normal sink stopper? Pretty tight, not the tightest. Now I gotta try to get this guy to do things. Any chance that's gonna line up? I cannot see at all. Bluetooth wire. What are you doing? Let's just move you over here maybe for now. I had to get this bolt on the other side to line up perfectly with that somehow. Yeah, right. There's that. So you see the process, but I think I'm gonna need where you are. Holy smokes, you guys can see better than me now. Look at that. Maybe I can watch on the monitor and do it backwards. What am I looking at? But then I'm gonna block you. Oh, it just needs to go in there. Can we make that happen? Can you guys do that? Just somebody reach it. Oh man. Oh, it's so close. You can see the process. That will hold it from shaking. I'll see if I can do it, but my hand's gonna have to be right where you're looking. See if I can come under here with you. Oh, I need a little twist in my sink stopper, I think. Oh my, that feels like it's hitting the hole. At least I can cross thread it, maybe. two things. Get on there. Get on there. Just screw in there. Oh! Is that the right end of the socket? Sure glad we went with this thicker metal that doesn't want to do anything. Come on, take a cross thread at this point. Jam it home. Oh, this is comfy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, put electric steering in a car with a sink stopper. It'll work out fine. I have no blood in my arms. Gotta reset. Wow, you little devil. You little devil. It's getting warm in here. Just one bolt. Always one bolt. Oh, I thought it went. I thought it went. You tricked me. The struggles are real. Remember me telling you that bolt wasn't probably going to be long enough? It's probably more of my metal skills and not getting that completely flush. But we're going to try this longer one. I think it's the same. Whew. So yeah, longer bolt helps. Original short one, too short. I called it at the chicken nugget table. But I think that's a Phillips. So I got to go get a screwdriver. I'll be back, and then we're going to send that thing home. It's going to be too short and too fat. But I'm watching in my camera because I can't see. Feel like it's going in. Yeah, it went all the way through, which is probably better anyway. If anything, put a nut on the backside and screw this Japanese motor together. Okay, we're on it. We're on it. We're tightening. One end of the sink stopper is tight and stripped. So that end's good. You should see the light I got rigged on your camera. Can we send this home a little more? Or just strip it out a little more? Let me see if I can find a nut. I don't know if I can get a nut on that or not. Can I get a nut on that? You guys can see. Let me go search for a nut. Back. I found this little nut. I don't know if it's right or not. Or where it seems to start on it. It kind of looks right. I'm afraid to send it home. It does appear to be the right one. Wow. Stay there. Alright, we're going to call that pretty good. Better than it was. That's how I do stuff. No. I mean, it is solid. Should we get up here and see? Come on up here. Okay, you guys back? Hook the battery up. One of these turns it. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. I see it moving a little bit. But I think this sink stopper is going to do it. I do. I think it's going to do it. I'll show you. So there it's off. I can't budge the wheels. I mean, it's super torquing it. Everything. On. Still can't. Oh, there it goes. See, it takes it about 10 seconds. And then you can turn. Just sitting. That one bolt was a battle. I knew it. I knew it. Chicken nuggets were right. Needed a longer one. I just knew it. Got the longer one and went right in. But we'll see if the sink stopper holds up. I see why I use that bendy strap. Maybe this will last 4 years instead of 3 or however long it was. Anything else? I think that'll do it. We can get back to driving this. Okay, update. It's working great. I drove it around last night. Drove it this morning. It's working as intended. But of course, sleeping on it, I forgot that I wanted to put a secondary redundant system in if that new brace ever breaks or wears or tears like the other one did, which I don't think it will. It's a lot thicker. I'm gonna put a secondary, just a strap, Buck Wild Sports, some weightlifting conditioning band I had stuck in the toolbox for just this reason, I guess. But we're gonna wrap it around the end of the motor, kind of like so. Oh, excuse me. And then up to the pedal support. Just clip it onto there. That way, if that other one breaks, at least this one will somewhat hold it. Because, again, I think you'd be able to drive it with it kind of twerking around. Alright, I know it's hard to see, but you can kind of see the carabiner there. It's just clipped to the pedal support and then to the D-ring on that strap. That's the electric motor, the end of it you see. Electric power steering. Buck Wild Sports. I'm sure that's what it was intended for. So hopefully if that, well, hopefully that first one never breaks. If it does, hopefully we won't have this thing spinning around crazy, kind of like it was when it broke. So that's it. Now we're good. We're leaving it. Done. Talk to you later.